Elvish Mystic in Standard Magic anymore. So this is a different game. It's called Nova Blitz, and it is a real-time CCG. So my opponent and I will play our turns simultaneously, which leads to some interesting dynamics. It's Hearthstone-esque in resources, so we both each just get one resource per turn here. So he played a troop out, and then I played a card that could kill it. That's true. The fact that it produces a threshold does definitely push it over the top. So I have a piece of removal here. He has a rocket sled, though, which is a 6 health. So this is power and health. And if he has initiative, it gets +6 strength. So I'm just not going to do anything, because if I play a card, it gives my opponent the initiative. So this is only a 2/6 right now. Probably just going to pacifism this. I just kind of want to buy time until I can play this Judgment. Yeah, I probably shouldn't try and play this on my Wi-Fi card that's having some connection issues. As you saw there, it lagged a little bit, and he put a bunch of stuff on the table. This game is called Nova Blitz. I'm going to go ahead and do this to buffer my life total a little bit here. It deals 5 damage to his thing. And then I gain 5, so we're taking 7 here. And then timing's important, so hopefully my opponent's going to vomit all their stuff onto the table again here so they can get the initiative. And then I'm going to play this Judgment once they play all their cards out. Yep, play some more stuff. Come on. Come on. Play some stuff. All right, and now he has a chance, if he does have more stuff, to play it out post. Let's see if he was holding anything back. Nope, doesn't look like it. All right, so he must just have, like, removal in his hand. Go ahead and play my Lord of Hell. Stun it. All right, he is stunned. I guess I didn't really need to electrocute that. Let's just kill these things and attack with my demons. Prismata. I have not heard of that one. It's just like, there are so many ones I've just never heard of. I take a look at a lot of them when they come across my plate. I have a few criteria. Like, I'm not a big fan of the CCG model in general. I really like Hex's trading card system where I could just, like, buy a deck for cash. But the real-time gameplay in this has been interesting, and the mechanics are it's neat to have simple mechanics and fast gameplay while still having depth from the combat system. I appreciate that, Forgotten. If you have already linked your account, if you haven't already linked your Amazon account to your Twitch account, you just go to twitchprime.com, and there's a button there to link it. And then once you're on my channel, by the subscribe button on the top, you can click the drop down and then hit use Prime subscription. This game just went into early access 2 weeks ago now, I think it was, or a week and a half. Forgotten! Thank you for coming through. I appreciate that. So let's see if there's anyone in the draft queue. So their player base isn't huge. They're still in early access. We got one. We got a live one here. What do we got? I'm going to replace this hand. I really don't like keeping hands that don't have anything on turn 1 or turn 2. This hand has a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and a 3-drop. Oh yeah, with the Twitch Prime, the button, I don't think the button works anymore. Alright, well, I'm going to block one of his guys. And that's kind of the interesting thing about this combat system. So, if I block and he doesn't attack, just nothing happens. So he chose to attack with both, so one of them's going to run into my guy here. Really don't want to EMP his guy, so I'm going to go ahead and activate. Oh, this only gives other units armor. Thought it gave itself armor. I'm done. I think I'm okay just trading here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to attack, actually. If he blocks, I'm okay to trade, but I think I'd rather keep this around. And he did choose to block. Okay, that's fine. RTS elements. I'm not sure I want that out of a card game. I don't want more complicated. Like, Hex is great because it's got depth. I want it... If I'm looking for another thing to play, I want it to be kind of simple and fast. Am I the only person streaming Paper Magic? As far as I know, I'm one of the only people streaming Paper Magic. It's way more work to stream Paper Magic than it is to stream Magic Online. Like Magic Online, you just like throw it up and don't think about it. Oh. There's water in that cup. Maybe I'm supposed to block there. My toddler just threw a cup at me, so I didn't really think about it. Yeah, I probably should have blocked there and blocked his guy because he's got more power total on the table. That's pretty good. Let's destroy that. Alright, probably dead. I'm not very good at this game. We won the last game, but I'm 0-2 at this draft and probably about to be 0-3. Let's just run blocks here and see if he attacks, hopefully. This has double attack, so these two will trade. And this will just bounce. This will just hurt his guy. So this probably won't attack. Maybe I should have attacked with this. And this is definitely hitting us in the air. This can trade with his Gobocopter, which is nice. Grand Magus is pretty good. So this stuns the strongest enemy unit when it attacks. Oh, if it doesn't get blocked. So I'm just going to attack with both of these. And I'm going to block here. Because this has armor 4. So if he attacks, this just won't take any damage from his guy. He might attack with these two, though. If this doesn't get blocked, it'll stun this, which is nice. Maybe we can turn this race around. Alright, well, just attacks with all that. So that's stunned, so I can't attack. He should have blocked here because I have the initiative. Alright, sweet. Well, a murder destroyed my ninja, sure. Do I feel they're balanced? I think there's definitely balancing to still be done in this game. I think 10 out of 10, it definitely has balancing that needs to be done. But they are in early access, and early access includes making sure their game is balanced in addition to like the technology functioning correctly, I think. So oh, this draws a card when one of your constructs dies? That's so good. Let's get that right out of here. Lord of Rot is really good. I'm going to sacrifice this to draw 2 cards. This is stunned, so I can't attack. I'm going to go ahead and block here and attack. Yeah, I think that's fine. This only does 1 damage to my guy. He gets a zombie at the start of his next turn, which kind of sucks. Maybe I should have blocked here instead of attacking. This stun EMP blast might get us this game. I want to do this right before. So one of the things that's really interesting about this game is that the order of your attacks matter. So when I attack with this, everything that attacks after it gets +1/+1. See, I'm just gonna ship with the board here because he can only deal 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the crackback since both of these are stunned. So he just has to be defensive and probably just lose most of his board here. Man, are we gonna win a game of draft? That would be exciting. I like winning games. And their draft system works where you play until you have 5 losses or 15 wins for games. Is he dead? This hasn't attacked yet? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. I love the you're making decisions before you know what's going on. I'm going to play 1 or 2 more games here, and then we'll call it an afternoon. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out here while we played a bunch of different games today. Played a bunch of different decks and Hex on the ladder. You had a rock. Okay, fair. Yep. This is asynchronous draft. That is correct. Bounce back and forth between this and the constructed queue, see what people are playing. If you want to try this game out, you just search Nova Blitz on Steam. If you play through the tutorial and you like it and you want to play some of the PvP, you can drop me a message and I've got some codes for some free packs to get you started on cards. They saw me tweet about the game and they sent me some codes for stuff. Yeah, not only having to wait for the pod to fill, but then having to wait for your rounds and your matches to fill, also a little meh. Async drafts will work fine in a game like Hex. Magic Online literally added draft leagues. It's fine. It's the balance is a little bit different, but really the balance isn't any better or worse than like playing sealed. So like, yeah. And the decks you get to build are more interesting, so I think it's a worthwhile trade-off. Yes, the balance is different than a regular 8-player draft pod, but the quality of life that you gain by not having to wait around is huge. If he plays a 2-drop here, we'll electrocute it. Message me on Twitch or DM me on Twitter, and I will send you a code. Yep. Resupply. His units in his deck get 1/1, and he draws a card. Play him a Stalwart Paladin. This card is Vanguard, which means I can declare it as an attacker and a blocker. Definitely attacking. Do I want to block? No, I don't think I do. When this attacks, I get a curse in my hand. Elzo with the Twitch Prime subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome. I'm going to go ahead and pacify this so I can't attack. Hopefully he has a 1 or a 2-drop that he plays out so I can use my last resource here to electrocute. Yay. Shield Caster Mech. Destroy that. This will just get blocked by a 7/7 now that it can't attack, so there's no reason for me to attack. I'll just leave it around until we get a better blocker. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play Krail out here. Purify wipes all the text off my cards. This card was flying with lots of sweet abilities, but it is no longer. I'm going to go ahead and have her block here and just pass. So these will bounce. This will take 6. This will take 7. Electrocute's a good pickup. probably play this Bloodlord. Destroy damaged unit, sure. I'm gonna play this Bloodlord out. Assassinate, but my card has evade, so it gets countered. I'm gonna go ahead and block there and attack in the sky. Yeah, Purify is really powerful. I think next turn we're gonna play this Deathmark Curse out of my hand so I can stop taking damage from it. I'm just supposed to play the Lord of Hell. Get like Deathmark Curse plus Pacify though, which is good. This card gets bigger every time one of my opponent's troops take damage, so she turns into a 6/6 now when that happens. That's really good. So I can do this. I don't really care about that. That's kind of annoying. I'm going to pacify it. I'm going to go ahead and block here, and he might not attack, but it's kind of a free attack because my guy doesn't kill his. But if this attacks and doesn't get blocked, he gets to draw a card, so I definitely don't want him to draw. And he chose to attack. Alright, so my guy gets bigger, so that's great for me. And then I can actually play this Lord of Hell. And then activate it, which gives everything else -1, -2, -2, and it gets +1/+1 for everything that got smaller that way. A total recall here, which doesn't just draw 2 cards, it specifically draws 2 units. Shockwave, that's really good. So next turn, I'm going to want a Holy Bolt. No, because he doesn't have... I guess he could have 2 direct damage cards. I'm going to go ahead and block here like this. I'm not going to attack with this because if he blocks, I'll eat my guy. And these 2 are just pacified permanently. The sweet thing about Shockwave is this deals 1 damage each of my opponent's units, which means this gets bigger for every unit my opponent has. Alright, he attacks. These will bounce. This mine will eat his. This will get bigger because this guy took damage. Yeah, looking pretty good this game now. This makes my other unit smaller as well, but I might activate this depending on what he does here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Give everything -2, -2, and this gets bigger. He's almost dead here. This is 19, 23. He puts him to 1. Oh, I sequenced my thing wrong. Okay, so this is a really important example of attacks on sequencing. This does damage to something when it attacks. And this made this bigger. So if I would have... And then he had a judgment. Wow. Well, I'm glad evade works the way it does. Broodlord does not evade your own abilities. Holy crap. So if I we almost got punished there. Yeah, sounds fine. I'm just whispering people code, so I'm letting that run out there. Alrighty. I guess this is just like, so this is a combo. So this says whenever another damage unit takes damage, destroy it, and this deals 1 damage to all enemy units. So if you play Infection Demon and then play Shockwave, it's a one-sided Wrath. I'm gonna pass done here. Yep. I still have like 10 or so left. They sent me a bunch of them. I'm assuming because their game's in early access, they just want people testing it. So, yep. Kill your 3-drop with my 2. And unfortunately, you can't go past your 40 starting life in this game. So even though this heals me for 5, I'm at 40. I stay at 40. I think it's worth just doing that there still, though, because I just want to use my resources. Evade is very powerful. Return the strongest dead construct. That's pretty good. I'm just going to be done here. And I'm going to go ahead and attack with this. We'll see if he blocks or not. He could just eat my guy, but I also might not attack. So attacking is guaranteed damage for him. That's a good draw. Get Krail in here. And hopefully plays out a bunch of units here, so that way next turn I can go Infection Demon into Shockwave. I'm just going to attack with this and then not do anything, because it's very likely one of his 3 things blocks my... Yep. So I gained 3 off of that, which is nice. And I take some damages here. And again, I'm just going to let the timer kind of tick down here. Alright, killed one of my guys, killed another one of my guys. So yeah, let's just play Infection Demon and then Shockwave, which kills all of his things. He did draw a card for one of those, because one of his cards says, whenever a construct you control dies, draw a card. Okay, and you have a 6/3. I'm just gonna run no attacks here. Yeah, I should have killed this so I could hit him for 10. Smash and grab and draw a card from their deck. So he drew a card off of my deck there. Go ahead and play Lord of Hell here. All of his things get -1/-1, and mine gets +2/+2. Attack. So he's hitting me for 5 here, and I'm hitting him for 12. That seems good for us. Alright. So this is stunned, and he's out of resources, so he's just going to die in the air here. Yep. Yep, just dead in the air. Oh, sweet! That's awesome. So the 3 bars at the bottom, I just got a legendary or whatever they're called, rare. Let's queue up one more game here, and then I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I'm going to... After my next three, I'm traveling for the next 3 weekends for Magic. This hand's a little bit too slow. I'm going to replace it. I don't like keeping hands that don't do anything till turn 3. This hand's got stuff to do on 2, and it's got Shockwaves to buy us some time. Let's trade 1 for 1 here. Does 1 damage to everything. Anywho, to complete my thought, after my travel season is done here, I think I'm going to try and make time to have like a regular Nova Blitz at least one evening, in addition to little bits here and there. It's a good soundbite game. Play out Recall real fast here. And he was faster than me, so he has the initiative, which is unfortunate. So I need to buy just enough time. So I need to buy 2 turns to get to this Judgment. So probably want to Holy Bolt something next turn. I could Holy Bolt plus Shockwave. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Holy Bolt this and then Shockwave here, which does 1 damage to everything. So that's stunned. I'm taking 5 now. Alright, we got 2 Judgments, so hopefully he plays something else out here, and then we can Wrath the board. He probably shouldn't to play around this. Maybe I just play Krail out. Yeah. And now he's got time to put some more things out here. Yep. Dead. 12. Nope, going to 2. Probably dead to the card in his hand. This hand was still a little bit too slow. So if he's got any sort of reach or just any sort of follow-up, we're just dead here. Kill me. An opponent's play this game very well. They should not rush more things out if I'm already fairly dead on board. If he's got 2 follow-up threats, we are dead. If he only has 1 follow-up threat, this Devourer can get there. Okay, well, I can block. Dead to anything. Dead to Teddy Bomb. GG, opponent. God, we got a 5-win streak going. Okay, let's see if the draft will fire, and if the draft fires, we'll close on that. Games are quick. Hey, Andy. Okey-doke. I'll try this one more time. I want to end on a win. All right. Starting hand. This deck might have too much clunk in it still. This hand's nice and low curve, though. Damnation's sweet. If we have a demon in play, it only costs 2 to destroy something, so... Can't really do anything about that. This just only does 1 damage and stuns it, so I want to save that for later. Probably just play the Heaven's Guard out next turn as double block, and whenever it blocks, it gains 2 health, so I can like eat this for free in combat. You know, because I'm planning to block anyways, I probably should have... That's really annoying. Yeah, I'm just going to block here. And he attacked with both. So he attacked with that first. So if he would have attacked and I would have blocked here, this would have traded. So that's why I only blocked this one. So that way I can trade with that and then trade for this next turn. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. And then I think I'm blocking here. Yeah, I'll block here. It's a free, pretty free block. It does let him draw 2 cards when this dies, but my guy only takes 1 point of damage here, so I think that's fine. Hopefully we find a 3 or 4 or 2 or something to do. Total Recall sounds great. Pick some units up here. Let's block both of these, probably attacking with both. So this will die to the Shockwave we have next turn. Fortunately, that's all we can do. We really need to draw something. Yeah, Pacifism was a good pickup here. Do I think I'm actually going to pacify this? Stun that. Oh, I should have stunned this because it got more power when it took damage there. Didn't think about that. And play this Lord of Hell out, so these Damnations can be cheaper next turn. Oh, vomit. Yeah, this deck's got way too much clunking. I'm so used to the tribal things in Hex, like this being... Like, in Hex, this would be cheaper just by having a demon in our hand. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day, folks, and gotta make dinner and hang out with the kids, and the wife should be home soon. So, thanks everyone for hanging out today. It was a good time. Again, if you want to check out Nova Blitz, just search Nova Blitz on Steam. And if you enjoy the game, I can send you some codes, and the archives will be up later tonight. Peace.